when you in this business, as they call it, the business part of it, you got to do a lot of things. You got to go a lot of places, even events. And, you know, people tell you to come, but they really don't show up, or you have to pay to get in, you know, which is normal. But the artist has to pay to get in, and you want them to pay to perform on a slide and all that. It gets ridiculous, you know. It's kind of redundant, and I want to do something about that. And then, you know, what really changed my perspective, because, like, I believe in waiting on the answer, waiting on the moment, just waiting, you know, not acting on impulse. So I was like, I know there's something I could do. I met a lady last year, We Talk Radio, doing the hip-hop scene. I met Miss Fine as Wine. Now, people know her as Big Hawk and Fat Pat's little sister. But she is also an artist. She manages a lot of artists, and she puts on shows at different clubs. Now, she does not charge her artists to get in. And anybody that's actually with her at the club or in the club, period, she brings food to the club separate from what they cook and tell y'all, okay, it's food over there in the back. Make sure y'all get y'all something to eat before y'all leave. Like, old school. I haven't seen that in a long time.
That's
like,
that old school country love right there.
Exactly. Like, yeah, just getting plates away at the clubs and stuff. Like, and it's just, it all came together. Because you can hype yourself up. You can promote your artists. You can give them experience networking. You can give them experience performing, which they love to do, and they can practice and get polished, you know, and everybody else can join in too. Because people want to hear your music. I want to hear your music. People in the park want to hear your music. And you can bring your kids to Macgregor Park. Like, Macgregor Park is a place for families. It's not a club or a hall where people going to be drunk and stuff. You know, you can bring your kids.
Family.
So,
that's what it's about, though.
And
I mean, it's
rappers are rappers, but, you know, they're not going to say nothing that they don't say on the radio.
Right. I mean, that's all good. Like I said, they have a message, you know, and they have to be authentic to who they are. You know, so you don't, you know, so I think that just comes with it, you know. But again, I think the overall cause, you know, is going to be pretty much what's highlighted, though, because what you bring in awareness to such a huge deal, you know. And again, that to me speaks volumes of your character and all the people that wants to be involved in this event's character, you know, not just for, you know, a promo scene or just to be seen, actually wanting to make a difference, because you know the day and times that we're living in right now, you know, we have to be together more than ever, right? So we have to have that unity more than ever, and I'm all about let's be united rather than divided, because we can do so much more together, right?
Yes, and then another thing too, it's like I didn't even actually say that I actually had 3 performers that I know of that all actually have sickle cell, so I do wanted to be a part of it. If anybody in between, if they know anybody, if they have anything to say in between the act or before they start the music, that's what I want them to do. So you gotta distract and slide the message in, you know. And for the people who do have sickle cell, for people like Connoisseur Chris and Double Cup Ruski and Merciful Attitude, though, you know, people like them, when you look at them, they gonna say, damn, I didn't know he had sickle cell. He hopping around, running around the club, turning up and stuff. Got me turned up, and I didn't know she had sickle cell. She always turned up, and she always in a good mood, and had me turn up with her. Like, and he always laughing. I ain't know he, you know. And for those people, I don't want them to be ashamed. Exactly. And like, I always use my asthma and my allergies as an example, because my allergies are crazy. They're so bad that they actually affect my asthma and sinus and everything else. It gives me trouble breathing. And it's outdoor, indoor. It's stuff that I can't eat. It's stuff, and I have to tell people, oh, no, I can't eat that. Oh, you think you could? No, I can't eat. I'm allergic to that. I'm allergic to this. Damn, you can't eat nothing. I told you, I can't eat it. You know, I have to say it. I can't not say, or if it's too cold, I got to tell them, hey, my chest is tight. I can't just stand there and not have an asthma attack. You know, those people, I want them to stand up and say, hey, it's too damn cold in here. You know?
Yeah. My health. And it's funny you say that about asthma, because I was born with asthma as a kid, and so I had it growing up. And from being born with it, used to take shots every time. You know, every time I got sick, it was 5 shots, right? Until like the preventative inhaler came out, like in the 80s, right? So I totally get it. And now I was born in 72, right? So then back then, you know, asthma was like almost like a scarlet letter, right? Because you didn't see a lot of people with it. Right? I mean, nowadays, allergies, asthma is all over the place. But back then, you know, oh, you better leave him alone. He got that asthma. You know, watch out. He got that asthma. It was almost like, oh, you got that asthma. So I couldn't do, as you say, couldn't do anything. Because a very strict diet, you know. And so it's just like, it's so much you couldn't do. Chocolate, cheese, dark sodas, candy, sweets.
And see, that's the thing. I'm actually allergic to all of that stuff. And it affects your asthma, too. And I didn't know that a lot of those things give you asthma symptoms.
Yeah,
so I'm actually allergic to milk and chocolate and all that kind of stuff too.
Yeah, triggers. It has those triggers and stuff, man. You're right, and it's a lot that comes to it, and you almost feel ashamed. You know, when I was younger though, with that, I don't know how you feel, but when I was younger with asthma, man, I felt like, you know what? Okay, God, what did I do? I mean, what did I do? I mean, you got all these kids running around there healthy, can play, and I got to sit around and just watch the action go by, you know, and just like I just felt some kind of way. But then also as I got older though, and when I went through the struggle with that, I looked at it like this. You know what? God just strengthened me, right? He just strengthened you for what you're going to go through because you went through it as a younger age. So now you have a tolerance, and now you can take some stuff, and now you know how to handle some adversity. So you really never take life for granted. Right? Because when you're trying to breathe, life is precious.
It's just like, you know, I want the person that don't have, just say if you got a control sickle and you don't have problems all the time, but every now and then you have a problem. I want that brother or that sister to know it's very important to stay hydrated. 7 times out of 10, you dehydrated.
Yeah.
You know, first thing first, just like a person with asthma, I know I can't get my feet wet in the wintertime. You know, everything else is okay, but I cannot get my feet wet or have my my back out in the wintertime. Yeah, and I know if I feel my chest and my back tightening up, I know not to get upset, not to get anxious, don't have a panic attack. I know to sit there and take deep breaths, to go turn the shower on. I want them to educate themselves to know how to take care of themselves. Because you can be normal, you can have fun, you can go swimming and all that if that's what you want to do. You just have to take care of yourself.
Yeah, you're right. You're definitely right about that. But you know what? But think about this, though. Think about the wisdom of God, right? And and the grace of him, though, right? Because think about it. When we were kids, right? How do we know how to control that, right? When you're younger, you didn't know. We had to learn how to control the breathing and to calm down and not panic and stuff like that. But when you 3-4 years old, it's hard to just say control that because again, you a kid, right? So just look at the hairs of protection that just put around, you know, those with asthma, sickle cell, and all that stuff, right? Because when you were younger, you had to learn how to manage that stuff, and it didn't take you out, right? So, I mean, I always think about that, you know, I mean, all the time. Whenever I want to get down or feel some kind of way, you know, I always go back to that. Hey, I was protected. I survived through that, you know, because some people didn't make it.
And then, like, you know, they call it disease, but from my understanding, it's kind of like anybody living with, like, arthritis and that sort of thing that's really hard. You have to learn to manage your pain. And with, you know, proper pain management, you can do anything.
True.
Basically, even if you have sickle cell. So it's just really important to know your body and to know yourself, and also make others around, make others who are around you aware, is what I'm trying to say.
Mm-hmm.
Because the people you have around you, they should care about you.
Say that again.
Like,
Hold on, let me get a hand clap. Say that again. Say that again.
Yeah, like people you have around you, they should really care about you.
They should.
And, you know, I have people like, in my family, I can tolerate a lot of things. I didn't grow up. And the funny thing is, one thing I can't take is cigarette smoke. I can handle anything else, but not cigarette smoke. And my sister, she was just laughing about this last week, a couple weeks ago. Oh, yeah, I remember when I told her somebody asked me for a cigarette, and I got mad, and she started laughing. She said, yeah, I remember when you used to try to call yourself smoking cigarettes and then be having asthma attacks and shit the next day. I was like, yeah.
My grandmother
like,
did that.
You got to know yourself.
My grandma would be on the breathing treatment, right? Smoking a cigarette. As soon as she get off the breathing treatment, she'll fire one up. I'm like, Grandma,
I'm telling you.
why are you smoking a cigarette? I'm already sick. I'm like, all right, knock yourself out, player. She be fresh off the breathing treatment, fire a cigarette. I'm like, all right.
That's what I said. I be seeing people doing it. Come on, you got asthma. I got asthma too. I'm like, man.
Like, do you?
Yeah, I'm like, you really didn't learn how to manage yours, because it's like, and I don't know, you know, everybody's different. I have most of my problems with actual asthma in the winter. In the summertime and year round is allergies. The allergies activate everything.
The pollen and stuff.
That's real big. But in the winter, it's like wind and rain.
Really?
That's what really gets me with asthma. So everything else will calm down, but I have to be really careful not to have an asthma attack, like when it's windy and rainy. That's why I said that I know better than walking around thinking I'm cute with my back out or having my feet get wet, you know, because I had a lot of problems with that. As a young adult, you know, trying to go places and being grown and doing stuff, but I got sick a lot. So you live and you learn.
You say you gonna learn today.
Yeah, you make better decisions with that kind of stuff because it's not important. And, you know, back to having people around you that care about you. My family, they say, oh, no, it's too cold. Oh, no, she can't go. Oh, no, the wind blowing. Oh, it's raining. Oh, wait, are you coughing? Like, you know, they don't play that. They know what's up. That's good. I feel like everybody, that's the kind of people you should have around you.
You're right. And you know what, though? Whether you healthy or whether you sick, you should have people that care about you around you, right? You know, and I think that's important for all across the board, though, man, because I think there's really no price you can put on that, right? Genuine, give a damn. there's really no price you can put on that.
And I could put like a really good example. My niece, she gonna be 9 this year. And keep in mind, this is my god sister's child. We're not even blood related. She was in her stroller doing what kids do, and she tipped over. She almost tipped out the stroller. I reached my hand out there. I slid for that baby like a baseball player. And I caught her, too. I caught her. Her mama couldn't even catch her. And the way she looked at me, she just looked at me. She was surprised, like, you know, you caught my child. That's right. I got your child.
Yeah.
You know, that's how it's supposed to be. Like, you supposed to care for everybody like they're your own.
Want for your brother and sister what you want for yourself. I say that all the time on this show. We have to want for that. We have to do that. Once we get back to that, then that sense of community, you know, we say, I am my brother's keeper. Yes, you are. Right? That sense of community needs to come back again because, again, we truly have to care for one another. If we see somebody out there bad, hey, man, my brother, my sister, you know, and we coming to them in love, you know, it should be all good. And I think we got to get back to that. And I'm seeing more and more people resonate toward that again, which I'm loving to see that. you know, because there's nothing wrong with being positive. Nothing wrong with having a great